On May 15, 2026, Cerebras Systems went public, raising $5.5 billion and watching its stock surge 108% on its first day of trading. That same day, Cisco reported record quarterly revenue. To investors, it looked like absolute confirmation of an unstoppable, highly profitable artificial intelligence boom. Yet alongside those record revenues, Cisco announced it would eliminate 4,000 jobs, citing a need to redirect resources toward AI investment. At Amazon, a development team was laid off after a generative AI game project called Project Trident collapsed under the weight of corporate mandates that conflicted with the team's creative vision. This disconnect represents two separate versions of the industry. In the boardroom narrative, AI is an infinite generator of wealth. On the ground level, forced AI mandates are ending careers and stalling creative projects. The market is currently desperate for alternatives to NVIDIA. With an 80% monopoly on AI infrastructure, their pricing and supply constraints create a massive bottleneck for the rest of the industry. This is where Cerebras found its opening. Their WSE3 chip uses a radically different architecture designed specifically for high-speed inference, which is how models actually run in production. While traditional NVIDIA GPU clusters rely on thousands of smaller chips communicating over complex interconnects, Cerebras puts everything on one massive wafer. This eliminates the communication overhead that slows down conventional hardware. Solving this physical data traffic jam is currently the most lucrative problem in the modern economy, which explains why investors are willing to double a company's valuation in a single afternoon. But the financial success at the top is increasingly detached from the workforce below. Cisco is currently profitable and reporting record growth, yet it continues a multi-year cycle of mass layoffs. Throughout 2026, dozens of profitable tech firms have adopted a similar pattern, frequently labeling headcount reductions as part of an AI transformation. These cuts are often driven by standard financial engineering and cost-saving measures, rather than a mechanical replacement of human tasks by software. For the modern tech worker, the immediate risk to their livelihood is the corporate narrative surrounding AI, which executives use to justify reductions that would have otherwise been seen as simple cost-cutting. The gaming industry provides a clear comparison of how these mandates perform in the real world versus organic development. Amazon's Project Trident was a corporate mandate from the start. Developers were forced to use generative AI tools to satisfy investor narratives, even as it disrupted their established workflows. The project underwent multiple chaotic pivots to meet unrealistic deadlines before eventually failing, resulting in the entire team being fired. Simultaneously, Unknown Worlds developed Subnautica 2, a project built on creative freedom, passion for the IP, and 8 years of fan expectations. Within its first hour on Steam, Subnautica 2 attracted nearly 500,000 concurrent players, becoming an immediate critical and commercial success. These results suggest that when corporate technical mandates compete against uncompromised human design, the market consistently favors the creators. While AI hardware remains a critical financial pillar, treating generative models as a mandatory creative shortcut has proven to be a fatal corporate error. Companies adopting the playbook seen at Amazon or Cisco struggle to build products that actually resonate with their users. Forcing an AI tool onto a workflow where it doesn't belong actively destroys both the final product and the talent building it. Long-term survival in this market requires leadership to view human creative talent as a core asset, rather than a liability to be automated. The most resilient companies are currently building AI that quietly empowers their workers, allowing the developers and artists to choose when the technology is actually useful. The stability of the technology sector rests with the leadership teams who trust their people over their outcomes.